Good morning. I just wanted to explain some of the different forms of fruits and vegetables that you can find in the store. So right here I have like fresh apples, and you've probably seen like dried dehydrated apples in like the granola section of the grocery store. If you have a food dehydrator or you keep your oven on low, you can do that for yourself. I've got fresh mango and frozen mango. Frozen mango is great for smoothies. Fresh mango is good with everything. Lemons and limes always on hand just to cook with, and fresh lime juice like to add to a little fruit juice if you're drinking it. Just some water to give it some flavor is great, but lime is a huge flavor that I use in my cooking a lot. Jackfruit might be new to you. This kind that you can buy in the jar, you can also buy it fresh, but I didn't see one at the Giant. This is a great thing for people who are vegan or vegetarian. When you put it in a slow cooker and you would cook it like you would pulled pork, it tastes just like pulled pork. It's amazing. And then here's the dried fruit version. I have fresh cranberries, which I make a cranberry sauce with, and of course the dried cranberries, craisins, which I put in granola or just kind of munch on a trail mix. I use them for baking and muffins and such. My berry mix that I use for my smoothies, or you can also use those in baking. Blueberries. So I have like the freshies under here somewhere. Fresh blueberries. These are some frozen blueberries that were fresh last year. I put them out on a cookie sheet, froze them individually, and then threw them in a freezer bag to freeze for later, which I'll be making a peach and blueberry crisp this week, and I'll show you. Dried blueberries, I bought these, but I do have a food dehydrator, so you can do the same thing. Take your fresh ones, put it in the food dehydrator, or put them on a cookie sheet in your oven at 200 for a little while, and they come down and you can kind of preserve them. I have some dried figs there. Raisins, same thing. Currants and raisins are pretty similar. They're like dried grapes. Coconut, you can have fresh coconut. You can have the dried coconut. I take my bananas because I buy a whole bunch of them at Costco and I cut them up and I put them in these like little freezer trays. You don't even have to, but I just do because it's easy to pop them out when I'm ready to throw them in my smoothie. Also great if you're going to make banana bread. You can freeze them and then defrost them later for the bread. Toss them in there. Canned corn, frozen mixed vegetables, frozen bags of peas, canned peas. This is avocado that I had some beautiful avocados and I knew if I didn't cut them that day they were going to spoil. So again, I put them in the food saver, and now I have beautiful green avocados for Cinco de Mayo today. Love canned artichokes. Over here I have some fresh tomatoes, and then here's a tomato sauce and just whole tomatoes from my garden that I canned from last year. Little tomatoes I like to put in my salad, just a variety there. Fresh broccoli, fresh cauliflower. I put some recipes on our site for those. These are the stems from broccoli that I'm going to make this awesome slaw with. So if you're looking, if money's tight, if food is tight, don't throw these stems away. They make like a coleslaw, but a broccoli slaw with it. And it's a great way to use the whole vegetable and eliminate some of your food waste. This carrot is like the biggest carrot I've ever seen. I got it from the farm. I'm going to show you how to make carrot bacon. And then mushrooms I always keep on hand because I use those in a lot of my cooking. You've probably seen dried mushrooms at the grocery store. You've probably seen mushrooms in a can that you can use for pizza. Frozen mushrooms as well. So a lot of these different types of the fresh produce can come in the canned form for later if they're not in season. Also the frozen kind, and then the dried kind as well. So I just kind of wanted to demonstrate that for you.